All right then. Well, solstice once again. The cycle begins again. Right now, or at some point in the next couple of minutes, is the exact moment of the summer solstice. I can't pretend to understand exactly what's going on, exactly why this marks the moment, but somehow the sun has been travelling in the same direction for 6 months. And this is the exact moment where it stays completely still, begins its journey back the way it comes. Anyway, a year ago today I began this longcat weekly improvisation. So this is week 53 if you are going by the long count longcat weekly improvisation, or week 1 of year 2 if you want to call it that. So at some point, certain weeks this year, I'm going to be improvising with collaborators. But not today. Today it's still just me, just longcat. And I don't know if you noticed, or if you're aware of it, but for once I have a CD of some of the Rhodes improvisations on sale, and you can find and buy, if you wish, this very CD at www.longcat.net. Yes, I know, a crass note of commercialism. Commercialism, is that even a word? A crass note, however it was. Crass it was crass it was. Crass, it was a crass note, ladies and gentlemen, a crass note. Yeah, it was crass. But what can I do? A boy's gonna make a living, like I'm gonna make a living selling CDs. check that out. Beautiful, beautiful sunshine. Of course, the other thing which the summer solstice means is that this is the longest day. And the night that's going to come is the shortest night. Ladies and gentlemen, we were expecting this. Momentary darkness, momentary darkness. But we're not ready for it to be the end. We were expecting this. This little camera's had a lot of activity today, cycling around, strapped to my bicycle, poor little thing. So I have batteries. I apologize for the momentary darkness. I hope you can deal with it. Can you deal with it? Oh yeah, you hear that sound? No, wrong button. Wrong button, I said. No, you don't want to do that. Of course, I didn't have this piano 12 months ago. It was all about my little keyboard and my little real piano modules impersonation of a piano. I was in love with my girlfriend a year ago, and as chance would have it, I am deeply in love with her right now also, which is a fine thing. Chance would be a fine thing, and it is a fine thing, ladies and gentlemen. It is a fine thing. It is a fine thing. It is a fine thing to have a woman as beautiful and as intelligent as mine. It is a fine thing. It is a fine thing. It is a fine thing to have a woman as beautiful and as intelligent as mine. It is a fine fine thing, it is a fine, fine thing, it is a fine thing to have a woman that loves me as much as she loves me, and for me to have someone in my life that I love as much as I love her. Of course, it's a funny one because in truth I love an awful lot of people. I have a lot of love. Saw that film Magnolia quite recently. William H. Macy's character with his teeth all smashed in at the end of the film saying, "I have love to give. I just don't know where to put it." Anyway, I am deeply in love with Gudrun, my beautiful girlfriend. Love has a habit of transforming, albeit in subtle ways, and I love how I am transforming in subtle ways under the love and with the love that I have for her. So check it out. Beginning of year 2 and I'm coming over all sentimental. Check it out. Beginning of year 2 and I'm coming over all sentimental. Check it out. Beginning of year 2 and I'm coming over all sentimental. Check it out. Beginning of beginning of year 2 and I cannot speak, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a pleasure. Sharing these weekly improvisations with you for 52 weeks. It will continue to be a pleasure. Sharing these improvisations with you in the coming weeks. I guess I always thought it would be open-ended. I always assumed it would go on for at least a year, but somehow in my mind, I don't know, it's just kind of a black space. I knew I would reach this point, but I don't know. I don't know about after this point. Which is a good thing. You don't want to live your life exactly how you think you're going to live it. Okay, well look, I think this is probably me. Otherwise I'll just pontificate, ladies and gentlemen, and just, you know, carry right on. So just a couple of words, I suppose, some very events which are coming up. Not necessarily within the next week, and I'll mention them when they do, but in England, in the next couple of weeks, we have a couple of events. One of which is the banning of smoking in all public spaces, all enclosed public spaces, which is going to be very interesting. The other is Tony Blair departing office. Not a moment too soon. In fact, many, many moments too late. Will always be remembered for the mistakes he made in relation to Iraq, for completely ignoring the British public, the British cabinet, I think, certainly the House of Houses, or the House of Commons, and taken us to war in Iraq with his great friend and ally, George W. Bush. Be a very interesting world when neither of them are in power. And they're just slapping each other on their back in their retirement home. Anyway, I thought I was going to stop. I am going to stop. Thank you very much for listening. This has been Year 2, Week 1, or Week 53, if you consider the long count, longcat, weekly improvisation. You take care of yourselves. Goodbye.